All right, here's the separate video I'm making on Roland Martin's panel commenting on the president's visit to Louisiana today, and they're going to, I guess, well, the Republican guy is going to basically contrast it with Trump's visit a couple of days ago, and he's going to take a losing position, but you decide for yourself.
Again, folks are making the comparison between Katrina and Baton Rouge. I mean, look, I get it. Both taking place in Louisiana, both involving questions surrounding the president, but I don't think you can remotely compare the devastation of Katrina to what took place in Baton Rouge.
Roland, I don't think, well, I'll just speak for myself, I'm not making the comparison of the devastation that happened between the two, but I will make the comparison about the critique of the president, President George W. Bush, then not going to Katrina for the same reason that President Obama has chosen not to go until today, to go down to Baton Rouge. But I also will say that the optics were also different. I think President Obama has suffered from having his advisors not understanding the optics of some of the things that he does in moments like this.
This is not advisors. This is the president. Well, no. I'm just saying, what happens is we all like to say people around the president. No, President Obama does not. His deal is, I'm not playing that game. And so this is a President Obama decision.
Yeah.
This is not people around him.
Well, he says he's not playing that game, and he did say, I'm going to play the game of golf during the time that these people are suffering. And so the optics of that, I think, looked bad for the people that
Tiffany and Cleo, this is why I said, again, I thought it was wrong of the president not to make a public statement while in Martha's Vineyard. Just saying, have a written statement or releasing a photo. Yeah, that to me, that was a mistake on his part in the White House.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it was a bad decision. I'd also say that although folks generally like to say that it's in the same state of Louisiana, that the optics may or may not look the same. Katrina, my family was heavily affected by Katrina. All my family had to move to either Jackson, Mississippi, or move to Texas, and some of them came to Los Angeles, LA. They were displaced from their homes. The response to take care of the families and the schools and the children and the jobs that were there and the attention from the media there is completely different from what we're saying now. I was speaking to people yesterday who didn't even know that there was a flood happening in Baton Rouge. And the fact that this is still taking place and that folks are not talking about it as much, and we're still talking about Donald Trump, and we're still talking about the elections, and we're still talking about all these other things, I think is a really big problem. But it shows how we treat black people when they're facing natural catastrophes.
Well, as is of Cleo, of course, when Trump recently visited Baton Rouge, they showed a truck of him unloading a truckload of supplies, visiting with residents. His campaign said Trump donated $100,000 to the Louisiana Flood Relief Fund. The Washington Post reported David Farnhold decided to fact check those claims. He tweeted, a local government of Ascension Parish, where Trump donated the supplies, he said, just tweet, did Donald Trump donate supplies in Louisiana? He then quotes a response from Ascension Parish that says, we don't have any info about a donation truck that came from him directly. Another tweet says, did Donald Trump donate to the Louisiana Flood Relief Fund as the government suggested? The fund said, no comment, and it's up to Trump to say. Another example of Donald Trump saying, oh, I did this, and there's no proof.
Bless his heart.
I'm sorry.
Bless his heart, because he's trying to have a comeback and trying to look presidential because his things look so impotent for him. Part of the point.
Are you really going to
at this
do
point?
this?
Am I really going to do
But Paris, here's the deal, Paris. If you continue to claim you did something, and you don't have anything to back it up, and we're just supposed to believe that you said it, why does he continue to lie? I mean, you're supporting him, you're voting for him, but why does a guy keep saying, oh, I did this, but I'm not presenting any facts that I actually did it?
Well, for one of the things he won't show us his taxes.
One of the things that we do know, Cleo, is the fact that he did go down to Louisiana.
No, that's not the question I asked you, Paris.
I know.
I'm asking you a question.
Went down.
I'm asking you a question, Paris. As somebody who's a strategist,
right?
Why would a candidate continue to assert that he did something and there's no proof, and claiming credit for something he did not have any involvement in?
He said he delivered supplies in Baton Rouge. There's videos of him doing that. There's a claim that there's a claim that he donated money. Now, you said the person said no comment.
Paris,
and that if he wanted to do
Paris, when somebody says,
people,
I delivered supplies, that means that Me and my team, what we did was
What do
we
you see him
commented-
doing?
No.
I mean,
No. That doesn't mean that his team made that happen. Donald Trump can go stand next to a truck and help offload it. It don't mean that you organized to bring that truck to the location, Paris.
Hey, Roland, then who organized that entire trip?
If the parish says we have no evidence that Donald Trump delivered this.
No, Roland. They said no comment. And you said
No, they said no comment, but the donation.
About the donation.
Do you want me to read again what they said?
Again.
Okay, and that is, we don't have any info about a donation truck that came from him directly, unquote.
So what did you see?
There's the tweet.
Tiffany Cleo, y'all gotta find
We saw
comment.
him doing
I mean,
a
the
photo
tweet's right there. You
next
talking about, I
to
don't know that he delivered it or not. The tweet's right there. I don't have to claim it. They claimed
Did you
it.
see the video?
I saw, again, back to what Roland said.
So here's-
I can stand next to him and Donald Trump. I'm not endorsing Donald.
Let me ask you
We
this.
sitting here right here.
Okay, and that's when it got a little ridiculous. I'm gonna skip past the stupidity and come back to the panel when things settle down. All right, it kind of settled down somewhat here, so I'm gonna pick it back up. Now that's some of the problem. Roland should have taken better control of this. Even though Paris Dennard, he got heated about this thing in defense of Trump, which again is a losing position.
No, hold on. Do you think it was a bad decision for Donald Trump to go down to Louisiana?
Did Donald Trump win it? Donald Trump wants to tweet about everything else.
He's denounced Donald Trump for doing what he
It was
did.
an opportunistic photo op for a suffering campaign
So
to
do you
look
think-
relevant.
do you think-
All right. So here's what's gonna happen. A truck is gonna pull up in front of the building. I'm gonna go outside and help. And I'm gonna go outside and help take some stuff off. And I'm gonna tweet. I made that happen.
You paid for it. You
That's what happened in Louisiana.
I'ma get it on Twitter.
All right, y'all. When we come back, why some middle class blacks are choosing to stay in troubled neighborhoods like the one where the recent walk-in arrest took place. It's not all about. Yeah, it is unreal when you claim stuff and then you can't sit and provide the proof. The video is not proof. Okay, the video proof he stood next to a truck. We already did that. No, actually, I'm sorry. We just did that. We just did that. Did you forget the segment we just did?
No, I forget the fact.
Did you
all
forget
don't
the
wanna bring
segment?
facts on the show. That's what
Did
it
you
is.
forget the
Donald
segment we
Trump
just
did
did?
Nothing that
We just
anything Donald Trump does
Paris,
find a negative. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton's email.
Paris, we just did a segment on Obama not going, and did you forget? Actually, Paris, it was 7 minutes. Also, what to you with Deborah Owens? All that next. News One Now on TV1. Don't be butthurt.
Yeah, you heard him say at the end when they went off camera, "Don't be butthurt." I had to laugh at that one. Yeah, Paris Dennard, I think he might have halfway worn out his welcome, because for him to be a Republican strategist, his strategy is not all that strong, and he's not clear and concise, and he picks points that he has problems defending. But anyway, I made that more so for people that just wanted to see this thing go back and forth than anything else. The previous video I made basically is more informative, in my opinion, to let people know what's going on down there in Louisiana, which I may have to drive through in 3 days on my way to Atlanta and Tennessee. Hopefully it's cleared up by then.